Hey everyone, I'm Natasha. I am the Dopamine Stitcher here on YouTube. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. So this is Flosstube number 17 today. And yeah, I have quite a bit to show today. First off, I want to say that I passed my 1-year anniversary on as a Flosstuber here on YouTube. Actually on Thanksgiving, US Thanksgiving was my 1-year anniversary. And I've also surpassed 1,000 subscribers. So super exciting. Thank you all so much for your support. And yeah, to celebrate the 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to be doing a giveaway. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to share the details here in a bit after I show my stitching. So if you're interested in participating in the giveaway, just keep watching and I'll tell you all about how to enter and all that good stuff. So I have 8 projects to show today, so more than normal. Been doing quite a bit of stitching despite being pretty busy. And those include one finish and another new start. So yeah, kind of an unusual video, I guess. I obviously don't get many finishes. I do really big projects, rotating between different projects. And so, yeah, it's going to take a while before there's another finish. So, but yeah, I have one to show today. So I will be showing the stitching first, and then I'm going to give the giveaway details. I have a couple of shout outs I want to do. And then I also have a big life update to share at the end. Those of you who have been following probably know what I'm talking about. So yeah, stay tuned for that as well at the end here. All right, so let's start off with the finish. Yeah, so I'm not going to show the image because you'll see the full finished piece here. It's not fully finished, so it needs to be washed and ironed and all that. But here it is. So this is called Mexican Circle. It is from a shop on Etsy called Counting the Stars. And it is stitched 1/1 full cross on a 25 count opalescent Lugana. And yeah, there it is. I added a total of 977 stitches in order to finish this, and it has a total of 12,732. And if you saw my last video, I was talking about how I was hoping to finish this while my mom was visiting here. She was visiting me here in California a couple weeks ago, and because she had said she would finish it into a pillow for me. Well, I didn't quite finish it then. Had a busy week, which I'll get to later in the life update, but yeah, I finished it pretty much right after. And so yeah, I did not get to send it back home with her to finish, but yeah, planning to do that like around the holidays sometime towards the end of this month. So finish into a little pillow, and yeah, I think it turned out great. It was a fun little, just kind of in free time, you know, when I had free time during the week, I would just throw in a few stitches on this, and it went pretty quickly. I started it in May, I believe. So how many months was that? June, July, August. About 6 months is how long I spent on it. So yeah, there we go. And yeah, okay. So I need to find a good spot for this because I replaced it with another project in the bag I was keeping it in. So I've just been keeping it in my big, like a bag I use for like excess threads and like needles and things like that. But yeah, I mean, it's going to be washed anyway, so I think it's fine. Okay, so there's that. Now let's go to the new start. So I'm playing a little game just by myself for new starts. I watch bald eagle nest cams, and it's currently bald eagle nesting season here in North America. So the bald eagle couples are getting together, getting their nests built up, and then they're laying their eggs, incubating the eggs, and then they will hatch about 30 days after they're laid. So I have a few specific nests that I've been watching where they have, and that's where they have like a camera set up. So it's like a live cam, and they'll have a stream. You can kind of, yeah, it's usually like a 24-hour cam. And so one of them that I've been watching is the Northeast Florida Eagle Nest, and it's the home of Gabby and Bo is the couple there. And so I decided when they laid their first eggs, I would start my project. So I would start by putting 300 stitches into the new start project. And then if they laid a second egg, it would put in another 300 stitches. There's also a possibility they could lay a third egg, so then that would be another 300, and so on. And then I'll be doing other, adding stitches for other milestones, like when the egg hatches and so forth. So this is the project that I have assigned to that nest. And this is Eagle Woman. It is artwork by Andrea Hrnjak. I can't pronounce, I really should look that up, the pronunciation, but yeah, this is from Thread Geeks. And so it's like a grayscale, and I'm not stitching the background. And so, but there's still going to be color in it. Would not do something just plain old black and white, if you know me. That's not going to be any fun. So I have picked a really pretty piece of fabric that I am using, and it's gonna serve as the background. So I want to make sure I'm holding it the right way, because I started this in the center. Where was it? Let's see which way. Okay, like this. Okay, here we go. So this fabric it's from Dying for Cross Stitch. It is an 18 count opalescent in Sweet 16, and I'm doing it 2/1 full cross. Yeah, 2 strands over one. And here is my little start. So I started in the middle. I thought that would be easier just because I'm not stitching the background. I want to start in the middle and work my way out, and then it'll be kind of easier to figure out what needs to be stitched and what doesn't need to be stitched, you know, when I get to the outer side with all the feathers and the hair. But yeah, so this is 600 stitches because Gabby I was going to say Gabby and Bo laid the egg. Well, Gabby laid the egg, obviously. Bo is also helping incubate and all that. But yeah, so this is 600 stitches for Gabby's 2 eggs right there. So yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. It's, you know, not many colors, obviously. I love the texture of this fabric. It's very soft. And so, yeah. Anyway, not much to see yet, obviously, but yeah, that's my little start. So I think their eggs they're looking for, you know, waiting for the eggs to hatch on like a specific date. I think it's after like 28 days or something's passed. So I don't remember the exact date, but yeah, in a few weeks we'll get to see. So this might get more stitches if they actually hatch. Then I'm going to add 300 stitches for each chick hatched. So all right, so that's the finish and the new start. Let's get to the actual whips now. So I'm going to start with my primary focus piece. Oh, whoops, that's not what I want to open. Well, actually, since this one's now opening, I'll start with this one first because of how slow this can be with markup RXP on this older iPad. So this is one, I actually haven't showed this one since my very first video. So you may have never seen it. But yeah, I had to pull it out just because it is December. I know everyone's doing Christmas stitching, and I do enjoy Christmas stitching. I've just been focusing on other types of projects recently. So, but I do have one big Christmas project, and so I decided I have to pull it out for December. I'm going to be adding in a full page this month, and so it is this one. Whoops. And it is Christmas 2 by Ciro Marchetti, I think is the correct way to say his name. This is what it'll look like when it's finished. It is from Heaven and Earth Designs. It's just a regular size, regular color. And I'll put up a picture of what it looked like last time, way back a year ago. I just had two full pages completed. This is actually being done on a 28 count. So this is my only 28 count. I was wanting to try doing a smaller count to see if the coverage would be better. And I think it is a little better, but I still prefer 25 count. I don't think I'm going to do the 28 count again. It's just too little too small. I mean, it's fine. Like I can handle it with a good light, but it is smaller, obviously. And yeah, also this fabric, this is just a 28 count Lugana from 123 Stitch. For some reason, I just don't really like this particular piece of fabric. It's kind of flimsy, not as soft as some of the other ones I have. I'm not sure why, but it's fine. It's just, yeah, it's not my favorite. I think like part of the pleasure of stitching is related to like how much you like the fabric and the quality of the fabric that you're stitching on. So anyway, here we are now. So I added how many? 1,732. It now has 17,118 out of 350,000, and it is at 4.89%. So I just started on, instead of going across to the next page there, I decided to go down and kind of do pages at a diagonal. It's kind of like how I'm doing another project I have, the Grand Butterfly Ball, which I'm not showing today, but if you've seen it, you'll know what I'm talking about. So yeah, I decided to go down here, and I've just put in, I think like 3 or 4 of the colors so far. It's not a really that exciting of a page. It's basically just like a big bow and a curtain and then like a bookshelf. It's not really like the most Christmassy page because it has a lot of like orange and pink and blue in it, but I think if I were to start if I were to start this now, I would have started in a different section of the chart that had a little more like of the Christmas tree or of like the presents, but anyway, this is where I am. I'm not going to jump over there because I don't trust myself to count like that far out. So anyway, here we are now. Yeah, planning on continuing with this month until there's a page done. So yeah, it's nice to get something Christmassy out. Right now, I don't really have a specific plan for finishing this one. I just want to work on it every year in December at Christmas. And then maybe eventually it will become more of a focus, and I can work on it more during the year. But right now it's just kind of like a, stitch for getting in the Christmas mood. So, okay. All right, now let's go back to the one I was trying to open. Just get a little sip of tea here. Okay. All right, so the next one I worked on, which I've now reached my goal on it for the year, is Magic Roses, artwork by Jenoviya Art, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. That's what it'll look like when it's finished. And I'll put up a picture of what this one looked last time. This is being done 2 over 1/10 stitch on a 25 count. And I added 7,188 stitches. It now has 168,115 out of 320,000. It's at 52.54%. And I might have to back up a bit here because it's getting, yeah, there we go. So I just filled in the page that has the first chunk of the dress on it. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. I think it's, yeah, I love how the blending kind of turned out here. It's not max color, it's regular color. There were some kind of surprising colors in it, like green and blue, like on those water droplets that are in there. So that was fun. And yeah, so here it is in its entirety now. Loving it, can't wait to get it done. It is on track for like August 2027, I believe. So my goal for next year is going to be 10 full pages. So this will come back out in January, and yeah, I'm just going to keep going on it. So yeah, I still enjoy it. It's a lot of the same colors, but they tend to, it's not that much confetti. So I kind of enjoy that. And it's like, not as time consuming, can get through a page like fairly quickly. Yeah. Anyway, put this back in here. Okay. All right. What's next? Okay, so next, this one I haven't worked on since September. And so this one I'm working on weekends in December. And this is one of my now 3 eagle charts. So this is the Noble one, artwork by Bogle, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. It is a quick stitch. And that's what it'll look like when it's finished. I will put up a photo of what it looked like before. I didn't add that much. I just started working on it today, and I only added like a couple hundred stitches. So you're not going to see much difference, but it's currently in the scroll frame, and I don't want to take it out right now, so I'm going to show it. Sorry, I should have planned this better and grabbed it from behind. Here we go. Okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, so there we are now working on that little page in the second row of pages. So right now I'm adding in a bunch of 310. So today I just added 285 stitches. That's how much it's gotten since I last showed it a few months ago. It has 46,926 stitches out of 205,200. It's at 22.87%. And this is done 1/1 full cross on a 25 count. This is one of my favorite pieces of fabric that I have. It's so soft and I just love working on it. So even though it's, you know, a lot of background, I really enjoy like the process of working on that fabric. And yeah, I like the colors a lot in it too. They're very like soothing and calming. So anyway, there's that one. I'll be working on that more today and tomorrow. Yeah, and then for the rest of December, see how much I can get in on the weekends. Yeah, and then it'll be worked on next year, obviously. And I'll talk about that more in a later video. I'm going to do a 2026 plans video, hopefully in a couple of weeks here. So, okay, next. This was my weekend project from last month, and it is this one. It is Under the Lollipop Tree, artwork by Magee, charted by Stitch Is So Beautiful, and that's a mock-up of what it'll look like when it is finished. I will put up a picture of what it looked like last time, and this was kind of a fun milestone because I got all the way to the end of the first row of pages and I started on the next row, just a tiny bit, but yeah. So this is where we are now. So that's the full width of the piece. Kind of got through all those, you know, birds on top and those, the lollipops and the tree tops. And yeah, I'm excited to get to this next part. There's like a castle and like a path, and there's some really pretty blends of colors in that next section. And this is also being done 1/1 full cross on 25 count in a illusion blue colored Lugana. And how many did I add? I added 2,443 stitches. It now has 21,766 out of 120,000. It's at 18.14%. So it's not that big, only 120,000 stitches. Yet it still feels like it's not going fast. It's a lot of confetti and color changes and all that. So even though it's fewer stitches, it's kind of takes longer. So, but yeah, very happy with how that's looking. And so you know, all of the Lucy Magee is retiring at the end of this month on the Stitch Is So Beautiful site. So if you are interested in that, make sure to go grab it. They have I think it's a 53% off sale they have right now. It was supposed to be just in November, but now it's being extended to January 1st. So I have not bought anything in it yet. I've been considering it, but I don't know. We'll see. I might grab like 1 or 2 charts. I don't know. Okay. Now we have, so this will be my 3rd Bald Eagle project. And this one I work on every week. So this one, it is the Abstract Eagle, artwork by Dean Russo and charted by Artecy. It is a mini version. That's what it'll look like when it's finished. And I'll put up a photo of what this looked like last time. This is being stitched 2/1 full cross on 18 count dyed Ada. Not stitching the background, so the percentages are not exactly accurate. But yeah, here we are now. So right now I am working on finishing this page. I'm filling in like around here. And then I just have 4 pages at the bottom, like a bottom row. And there's quite a few stitches in there because it's the eagle's like the top of its body. This is just like the head part. So yeah, that's what I'll be moving on to in a couple weeks. I am adding 500 stitches a week to this, and at that rate, it'll be finished by April of next year. So yeah, just like 4.5 months to go. So that'll be my next finish. All right. Okay. All right, put this back in here, and then just one more to show. So this is part of my eagle stitching game. I'm going to put up a picture of the finished, of the image on the screen because it didn't load into my markup RXP file. There's no image of it in here, so I can't show it on the iPad. But this is Somewhere Over the Rainbow, artwork by Maria Abagnale, and it's charted by Sunflower Stitches. And I'll put up a photo of what it looked like last time as well. So this one I started in honor of the first egg laid at the Southwest Florida eagle nest. So that's a nest in, I believe it's Fort Myers, Florida. And the eagle couple there is M15 and F23. So last video they had laid 1 egg, or she had laid 1 egg. And so I added 300 stitches, and then she laid her second egg. So I added another 300. So here's what it looks like now with a total of 600 stitches. So again, not a lot to see. Upper right corner, it's kind of the, it's the section with the sand and the stones, and then there's a crab in there. So that'll be fun when that starts taking shape. But yeah, that's what we've got. So it's 600 stitches out of 199,656 total. And this is 0.30%. I don't know if I said the percentage of the other new start, the Eagle Woman. That one was 0.47. So not a lot, not a lot, but you know, got to start somewhere. So, oh, and this is 25 count also. It's a white opalescent Lugana, 1/1 full cross. I don't think I said that. So, okay, so that is all the stitching. So yeah, let's talk giveaway. Just gonna sip here. So I will be giving away, or RAKing, random act of kindnessing, 1 chart from Heaven and Earth Designs. And yeah, if you'd like to enter, just leave a comment on this video. The keyword will be eagle. I figured that would be a good one for me. So yeah, just leave me a comment, put the word eagle in there somewhere. And then I guess don't use the words like giveaway, freebie, or anything like that in there, because it might, I don't know, I've just heard other people say that, and it might flag the video or something, or invite like trolls or whatever. Anyway, just don't use that. And yeah, just, yeah, leave me the comment. And then I think I'm gonna plan on like the very end of the month when I'm gonna do kind of a year-end wrap-up video, and I'll pick the winner then. So it'll give you like 3 weeks to watch and comment, and then yeah, we'll just pick one winner, and then yeah, we'll go from there. We'll just yeah, get your email address, and then yeah, I think all I need is email address to get the pattern over to you. So yeah, that'll be fun. And that's my thank you to all of you. It's just coming out of my own pocket. I haven't been monetizing this channel or I haven't earned any money at all from it, like with buying me a coffee or anything. So this is just like my my gift to everyone. Thank you for watching me. So, okay. Yeah, a couple of quick shout outs. So there was one that I was like so touched by, Nicola, Simply a Stitcher, who I watch pretty much every week. She gave me just a really sweet, nice recommendation. I believe it was because I was about to reach 1,000 followers, and so she was encouraging people to come check me out, and she just had a really nice mention of my channel. Really appreciate it. She even mentioned the eagles and how, you know, people are interested in nature, that's part of this channel too. So thank you so much, Nicola. Really, really appreciate it. Yeah, really sweet of you. So, and then a couple other people. So, you may have seen there's a big game going on in the Flosstube world right now. It's the Flosstube Frenzy. It was started by the Alchemist Stitcher, my friend Anna. She's also in Southern California. They're kind of near each other. We met up once, I believe it was last year. Yeah, my timelines are all messed up for what year is what. I feel like it's been like that since 2020. But yeah, we actually met up once, and so yeah, she's a floss tuber here, had her channel a little bit longer than me. But yeah, she started the game, and it's basically where you assign a different floss tuber that you watch regularly to a project, and then you put in a certain number of stitches every time they post a video. And she has me as one of her people in the game. So so thank you, Anna. That is awesome. So yeah, I enjoy just getting to, it's very interactive, you know. It's like now it's almost like more of an incentive to post videos, because then, you know, well, they'll be working on that project that kind of reminds them of me, and or is related to me in some way. So yeah, I think it's a really fun game. I don't know if I'm going to do it. I have some different plans for 2026, which I'll go over in a later video, but I think this is a really, it's kind of an easy one, especially if you just watch Flosstube all the time. Because a lot of people don't watch other shows. They just watch a lot of Flosstube while they stitch. So yeah, it's a good way to get work in certain whips that maybe you haven't touched in a while. So, and then also just want to give a quick shout out to Steph with Steph X Stitch. Also included me in her Flosstube Frenzy game. So thank you so much, Steph. Really, really appreciate that. And yeah, you picked a really pretty colorful project for me. So yeah. Okay, well, so just, yeah, those were the shout outs. What else? I think that's it stitching wise. I don't have any haul. As I said, I'm trying not to buy charts, although I guess I will go ahead and show this one. I actually didn't include it on my list, but I'm doing pretty good on time here as well. Not even at 30 minutes yet, so I'll mention this as well. I did buy one chart. This was actually before the previous video. I just forgot to mention it, but this one I know I think there's several people now that are planning to start this, but this was inspired by the Max Color Stitcher, Anne, and she showed this, and I was like, oh, I love that. That is so cute. And it is this one. This is the Crafty Cat from Pain Free Crafts, and just look how pretty and just so adorable. I don't have any cat projects right now, so I kind of wanted to add one into the mix. I do have like at least one other chart with cats in it, but isn't that so pretty with like the crystals and the colors of the flowers, the paint, the little latte with the cat face. It's just so cute. So, and it's not that big. It's only like 200 something thousand. 226,600. So that is definitely going to be a new start for me next year. And we'll talk about that more in the plans video, but that is, I think I'm going to have another 4 to 5 new starts next year. And so that one I've decided, like, for sure is going to be on the list. So I think that was my only, yeah, I guess I've been good. Okay, well, let's move on to my life update. So if you're new here, I have been waiting to move into this house. My boyfriend and I are going to be moving in together. We currently live in this house up in the mountains, about an hour and a half north of Los Angeles. And my dad has a house in Los Angeles that he's owned since the 70s, and our plan was to move into it this year. Unfortunately, we had to evict the tenant who was there, who refused to leave, and it took a very, very long time. Started the process at the end of June. Well, we finally got our house back. Yes, it's almost like surreal. It's just crazy, like when you just wait for something for so long and then like it happens, and then you're like, why was I so stressed about this? Like it was going to happen. So anyway, yeah, they you know, just didn't go. They had every single notice came in from the, from the attorney and then from the sheriff's office and everything. So um, she was escorted out by two sheriff's deputies on November 17th. So that was why my mom came down. She lives in Oregon currently, so she flew down. And yeah, I mean, it was very scary and nerve-wracking. We didn't know what was going to happen. Like she could just say, no, I'm not going. There's been sometimes like violent that I've heard of, like encounters. But thankfully it was with pretty minimal drama. So that was really good. They just let her out. And she did yell out some comments to us, but we just ignored her. And so we were finally able to go in. We had a locksmith with us, so he changed all the locks. And the one kind of weird thing about it is that she's now staying, or I don't know if she's still there, but when the sheriff went to, to get her out, they had to make sure she had somewhere to go, because she's a little older, and they said they can't have someone like that age, like just wandering the streets. If it was like a 25-year-old, I think they're just like, all right, well, go get in your car and go figure it out, but not if it's like an older person. So they had to make sure she had just somewhere to go, in between before she goes into wherever her permanent place is, which is hopefully like a care facility. And so she ended up going to the neighbor's house across the street because they've been in touch, like, and been good friends over the years, I guess. But the neighbor was also like, yeah, he was like having some issues with her as well and didn't want to deal with her. But I guess he was the only person who agreed to be like, yeah, she can stay here, and then we'll just get her into a place as soon as possible. So she's literally right across the street, which is a little weird. And so then the day, I think it was a couple days after that, so we got all the locks changed. We were staying in a hotel, so obviously we weren't going to stay there. But a couple days later, the former tenant's daughter came around. The daughter and her do not get along. There was some pretty serious incidences that happened between them. So people are thinking, well, why didn't the mother move in with the daughter? But there's a whole background on that. I guess the mother actually like physically attacked the daughter at one point with a pair of scissors. So she was like, nope, I'm not going to live with my mom anymore. Anyway, maybe too personal to be getting into here, but basically the daughter did come around, and she successfully cleared everything out of the house, which was a huge feat. She hired like a junk removal, and this place was just disgusting. It was just packed like a hoarder's house. And there was a rat problem apparently, and it turned out that she was actually feeding the rats and letting them in. Because we were in there one day, and there was like a little bowl of water and a piece of cheese on the ground. And then the next day the cheese was gone. And then when the junk removal people came, there were a couple of places on the property where they said like there was like a whole like nest, and like rats jumped out at them. Yeah, really disgusting. But anyway, that's all gone now. It's fully cleared out. And I was worried about like, well, how soon can we get this place ready for move-in? Because it needed like a lot of new floors, painting, replacing toilets, replacing sinks, like just not like a major tear down, but like, pretty much I would say, yeah, you could say it has to be gutted and then rebuilt inside. We found a contractor who is like, he actually has done work in that same neighborhood, and he was available like right away and was ready to go. And he started immediately, and we're gonna move in 2 weeks. So super exciting. December 20th is the big moving day. Um, so lot I'm focusing on right now in regards to just going through this house, getting things ready. I've booked movers, um, and all that. So, yeah, just that's kind of my whole life right now is just getting ready for this move. And we'll be in before Christmas. So very exciting. Yeah, and I've been to the house since like work has started on it a couple times. So I actually was there yesterday and it's looking good. I'll try to throw up a few pictures. Um I don't think I didn't hopefully I'm not gonna put up any of like the mess from the former person. That's just no one needs to see that. But um yeah, I'll put up a few maybe of the backyard, and then of the inside, which how it's kind of looking now. So it's all painted. Hardwood floors have been cleaned. We're just now doing um, like there's some other floors that are going to be replaced, like tiled floors. So that'll be coming next. Windows are being replaced. Yeah, no, I am so excited about it, and I have a really exciting plan for how the decor is going to look inside. I have spent a lot of money on that's why I had set it aside for this specifically, but spent quite a bit on just furniture pieces and decor. I'm kind of going for a mashup of tropical, desert, Palm Springs, mid-century modern, and boho. And then of course dopamine decor, maximalism. So yeah, that's the plan. And hopefully in some future videos, I can maybe show a little bit of kind of what I've been doing in the house and kind of like art pieces I've picked and how I'm getting it set up. So that's something I'm hoping to incorporate next year. So yeah, that's the update. Took long enough, but we have finally reached the end of the road, with this house saga. I'm glad it went smoothly. The eviction wasn't delayed. It went as good. I think it went as good as it like could have gone. So, and it was still weird and it was still like an uncomfortable and awkward situation, but I think it's done. So yeah. Okay. Next so yeah, moving right now, not gonna film, for the next few weeks. I'm planning to come in at the end of December with first a 2026 plans video. And then after that, I'd like to do like a year-end wrap-up and talk about like how many stitches I did in total. I need to go add all that up and then show like all the progress on all my projects from the beginning of the year to now the end of the year. So yeah, that'll be fun because I'm curious too. I don't even know how many stitches I've done. So yeah, and there's only one project that I UFO'd, but I'll probably count that. I want to count everything I did, including like UFO'd stitches. So I'm just curious, like how many did I do this year? So yeah, I guess we'll find out together. All right, well, that's all I have now for you. We're almost at 40 minutes here, but thank you all so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Make sure to leave your comment below with the Eagle keyword if you'd like to enter the giveaway for the free chart from HAED. And yeah, I hope everyone's having a lovely December with your all your Christmas and holiday theme stitching. I've been enjoying watching a lot of the Flossmas and 2026 plans videos, and like seeing people with getting in their Christmas stitching spirit. So thank you all again. Thank you for subscribing and commenting and liking this video. And yeah, I will see you next time. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.